Well, so I bumped into this conversation that was going on one of the social media platforms. We are the millennials, and the those ones that came before us, and those that came before us, they were arguing, saying that children of today don't even know that in those days walikuwa wanachapwa, discipline ilikuwa, it's not compared to what they are seeing right now. When you find a person who is much older, will tell you that wakati walikuwa na grow, walikuwa najua an adult ni mtu mwenye anafaa kuwa respected, akwe ni your parent ama siwe your parent. These are people that just need to be respected, including teachers. And I was having this conversation with my friends just the other day, and they were telling me, like, kwa hiyo time yao, I can even remember myself, ulikuwa ukiona mwalimu like kwa barabara, hata uko unaendaje mapema shule, when you see them you just start running, like ukimbia shule yako kwa gari, wewe you start running, ukimbia shule afike azinafike akupate huko, wewe usimpate huko juu it will be disaster. Through this conversation, I learned some few things, and parents are just parents, and as a parent, you should work hard to bring up your child in a way that is respectful, is reasonable and sensible. Yeah, you should discipline your child when they're wrong. You should show them the right direction, and there are those parents that are ignorant about their children's discipline, about their kids' discipline, and it's very important to discipline our kids. Yeah, kiboko isiwekwe chini. Hata in the Bible it is said that you spare the rod and spoil the child. Like, kiboko isiwekwe chini. Mtoto akikosa, just punish them. And kuna this thing about, unaona, the labda tuseme there's this family, they need a house help, and you bring in a house help, alafu your children, like, you're just allowing your children to take this house help lightly, like ni mtu mwenye tu ako hapo kufanya kazi, like hakuna kitu unaweza mwambia, mtoto anagrow na hiyo pembe. Like, I've seen it before, like kuna a boss kwa nyumba, unaambia like mtoto labda amekosa, and the house help was trying to punish or to pinch the child just because they've wronged them and you're not around, alafu it gets to an extent anampinch ama anamchapa, and when you come back, when your child is seated right there, mtoto amekuja amekwambia until alinichapa blah blah blah, and you don't even want to know the reason as to why your child was punished. You just go around and start shouting, kwa nini umenichapia mtoto wangu? Mimi watoto wangu wachapwangi. And yet your kids are there, they're listening to what you're saying. It's very wrong. Like, mtoto anafaa tu kujua, like, an older person anafaa kuwa respected. Like, an older person anafaa kuwa respected. Kama ni house help, wacha wajue auntie can punish me when I do wrong. Like, ninaweza chapwa na everyone. Like, mtoto akaya kijua watu wakubwa ni watu wenye wanafaa kuwa respected. And unaonanga in such situations, wakati house help ameambiwa don't touch my babies, watu wanamea pembe, and because they are untouchable, wanamea pembe, and they start disrespecting that person that you brought into your house akwa anakusaidia, and it's not good. And so I was going through this, and there were so many funny comments, and they really made me happy. Some people just exaggerated, and some were happened to me. Like, even though I'm a millennial, my parents, hey, those ones, see what we like, they taught us the right way. They taught me the right way. They taught my siblings the right way. And whatever they taught me, niko nayo mpaka sahi. I know how to respect older people, and I know how to kukaa na watu. Like, that's what matters. And there are some of these reasons that made parents back then to punish their kids, and there are so many. Number one, crying too long after being beaten. I read this and I was like, I can relate to this. Like, umetandikwa kwa sababu ya makosa yako, then you take too long, like you cry for so long, unakuja unaongezewa zingine, unaambiwa nyamaza, why you crying? And yeah, it has happened to me too. Another one is not crying after being beaten. You know, this one, not crying after being beaten. Inafikanga mahali mtoto amembea pembe. So wakati unamchapa, they're like wamekuwekea tu hapo mwili. Unachapa mtoto, unamchapa. Alafu unaona hali. Like, I don't know, but we have this in our minds. Like, ukichapa mtoto mpaka alie, that's when you know umemdiscipline. And it has happened to me also. It has happened to many of you. I know you can also relate to this. And another thing is crying without being beaten. Kwanza this one. Crying without being beaten. I don't know. You know, when growing up, unakwanga tu like big baby, and it reaches a point, labda umefanyiwa kitu, you don't want to talk about it, and then you start crying. And wakati unaulizwa nini, you're not saying anything. Why are you crying? Hausemi chochote. Viboko ndo zinaamua kuongea. So ukishatandikwa hapo ndo unafungwanga mdomo, unasema what's your problem. Another one, standing where elders are sitting. Like, as a kid, maybe I remember when growing up, if my mom had friends, akiwa na marafiki zake hapo wameletana, akiwa na marafiki zake hapo around, unafukuza, unaambiwa enda ucheze na wengine, like usisikize mambo ya watu wazima. And this is a nice one, like watoto wafai kuwa mali watu wazima wanaongelea. You know, kids are very, some things older people might be talking about very sensitive things, and their kids are playing around there, and it's not that good for kids to be hanging around older people while they are talking about their issues. Another thing is sitting while elders are standing. Even this one, wakati mtu mzima amekuja and then you're seated, alafu hausimami na unaona mtu mkubwa amekuja and you're a kid. Small things like this, like kukiwa na mtu mzima hapo, even as old as you are, like you can be as kids, mtu mzima akikuja, just stand and give them space to sit. Like, hiyo ndio tulikuwa trained, hivyo ndio tuliambiwa, like mtu mzima mwachie kiti. Hata mimi venye niko hivi sahi, mimi nikiwa kwa matatu or whatever place, and I see a pregnant woman, I'm not pregnant of course, and I see a pregnant woman or somebody who is sick, and you're there seated and they don't have somewhere to sit, you just excuse them. It's good manners, and it shows respect. Another thing is walking around aimlessly where elders are seated. Okay, this relates to number 4, where standing where elders are sitting. It's just the same thing. Watoto wanafaa kuchezea mbali, wasicheze karibu na watu wakubwa. Like, watoto wakuwe tu na zone yao ya kuchezea. Then another one is eating food prepared for visitors. I don't really know how to explain this, but eating food prepared for visitors. Yeah, I can remember. Mimi nilikuwa nakumbuka wakati tulikuwa na wageni. I've grown up in ghetto, and we didn't have a big house. So wageni wakikuja, nyinyi mlikuwa mnafukuzwa, mnaambiwa mwende mcheze. Kama chai imepikwa, mgeni anapikiwa chai, ndo anaekewa hapo. Nyinyi watoto mmeenda mmecheza. Sasa akibakisha, that's what you'll come and eat. And kabla hajakula, nyinyi mko nje. Na ukileta hapo ati, unajua watoto tu ni watoto, like mtoto unaona anaenda nje, anakuja anasema, mama huyu amenifanyia nini. Anaenda anacheza, anapenda ucheze, tena narudi. Mami what. Unajua, by doing this, the child is seeking for attention, like anataka kuona nini imewekwa kwa meza. And it's not even good, like wageni wanakula and the child is playing there, like the child ako hapo anakula pia na wao. It's not good, mtoto anaweza throw up, mtoto anaweza makamasi. And kids are a blessing, but just to avoid issues, wacha watoto wakuwe tu na space yao when there are visitors around the house, more especially when they are eating, because it can get messy. It can get messy with kids around. And another one is refusing to eat. Refusing to eat. Maybe I remember when labda tuseme there is this food that iko prepared and it's not your favorite, and you're like, kwa nini mmepika tena ugali na cabbage? Mimi sitaki ugali na cabbage. Guy, sisi ulikuwa ukisema hivyo unaweza tandikwa, ufukuzwe, na hiyo chakula utakula. Wewe uende utafute zako, like endo utafute chakula yako. Hiyo ndio iko hapa. We just go and look for your food and you'll be like, damn. So another one is coming back home after sunset. Coming back home after sunset. Maybe this has not happened to me, but I've seen people wakiwa punished kwa sababu ya kurudi kwa nyumba usiku. I know, okay, it has happened before. It has happened to me before. It was Christmas. It was Christmas holiday, and I think I was in class 8 hapo, and hiyo Christmas tukaamua kwenda mrando mzururo, around Jimwenda, around the streets of Naivasha. Uko mdaki tumezurura. Imefika jioni, imefika 6, 7, my dad ametoka job, amekuja, ametutafuta, ametukosa. Hiyo siku tuliinuliwa. Hiyo siku niliinuliwa just because of coming home late. Yani kukuja nyumbani nikiwa nimechelewa, things like this really help. Like mpaka ukiwa mkubwa unaona, why should I come to my house late? Mbona nirudi nyumbani late? Inakupea a sense of responsibility, like getting punished because of such things inakufanya uwe responsible. Like it really helped in a way. And the other thing is eating. The other thing is that eating at the neighbor's home. Like, yeah, hii mambo na kukula kwa wenyewe, like, they are good people and they are also bad people. And parents wanajuanga what is good for their children and what is not good for their children. So when they warn a kid against going to this house, they really know what they're talking about. And unajua ukiwa mtoto unakuwa tuna kichwa ngumu. And I remember some of the times people randikwa kwa sababu ya kula kwa wenyewe. Mkatazwa, don't go and eat kwa wenyewe, and you're there taking yourself there. Wakisahau, you start eating. Unakula. Ama unaibisha your parent, like, mami alisema nisikulange huku. Being a kid kids are just innocent. And growing up is a journey. Yeah. And another thing is generally being too moody. Like, ukiwa moody, like, umekaa tu umekasirika, mwenzako akikuongelesha, maybe let's say you have siblings, utatandikwa. Like, vitu kama hizi zilikuwa zinafanya unagongwa. Like, it's not even for us millennials, si ati ni kwa the other people tu peke yake. It happened to us. Ukiwa tu moody, unaongelesha, you're just answering rudely, unagongwa. Generally being too excited, yeah. Losing a fight with your older age mate. I don't know about this, losing a fight with your older age mate, but this one is not a reason for you to punish your kid. Like, no, this should not be a reason for you to punish your kid. First of all, they shouldn't be fighting at all. And another thing is winning a fight with your age mate. Fighting is not good. Just let your kids know that fighting is not good. And eating too slowly. Kwanza ya kukula polepole na kukula haraka. Hiyo mambo kula haraka. Ulikuwa hiyo story na kukula polepole na kukula haraka. In a family, when you're having siblings, kuna hiyo wenye appetite yao inakuanga juu and they eat too fast. And then those ones who eat very slowly. So to stop this, sisi hatuko tunachapa because of this. Kila mtu alikuwa anapewa share yake ya chakula. Wewe ukule na pesa yako, mwenye atakula haraka amalize, good for you. Ukikula polepole ukule polepole na ukule too slowly, you'll be punished because wengine wamemaliza. What are you still doing with the food? Like, it's good to be grown, like it's good to be a grown up. And another one, not finishing your food. Yeah, another one, finishing your food and scrapping your plate. Yeah, about scrapping plates, this one was a bad one. You can't scrap your plate. How do you scrap your plate? Like, mbona una scrap sahani kama hujashiba, sema uongezewe chakula? And it was bad. It was bad. Another thing, I have so many, and I'm just going to skip some. Eating and talking, ungeshtukia tu umegongo. Like, at first unakuwa warned, then unakuwa warned, next time unashtukianga tu umegongo. Hey, I have this one. At is sleeping while the elders in the house have already woken up. This one has never happened to me. Like, hautandikwi, but maneno yenye unaambiwa ni maneno ya kukutandika, like, properly. So this is it for this episode. I think because it's taking too long, I'm going to do a part 2 of this. Let me make this one a part 1, and I'm going to do a part 2 of this. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, kindly subscribe, and please comment down below of the things that made you, like, vitu zenye ulifanya ukatandikwa, like, or the experiences you've had growing up with your parents, of being brought up with your parents or guardians. I love you so much, guys. Thank you for watching this part 1. Kindly check out part 2 because I have so many that I need to share with you.